Hi, I'm Lisa from PosterMyWall. Welcome to Mastering the Art of Email Subject Lines, the proven formula for improving your click-through rates. I'm sure you've heard how important email marketing is, but even the best email in the world isn't going to do you any good if nobody opens it. To ensure that your emails achieve the highest open rates possible, we have Katie E. Miley, an Australia-based email marketing expert, here to provide a custom training. Kate is going to train you on the techniques she uses to build her own business and her clients' businesses. She is a marketing educator with more than 15 years of experience and over 10,000 YouTube followers. Kate is also a toddler mom, a coffee snob, and a beach lover. If you stick with us till the end of the training, we have some free bonus content from Kate that's going to make it much less painful for you to create email newsletters. We also have a promo code so you can try out PosterMyWall's email marketing platform. So let's get started. Welcome, Kate.
Thank you, Lisa, and the team at PosterMyWall for having me as part of their email marketing series. I'm really excited to share this training with you because it's going to be super valuable whether you're new to email marketing or you've been doing this thing for a while. Getting more opens on your emails is so important, and your subject line is one of the key factors to doing so. All right, let's dive in. So in this training, Mastering the Art of Email Subject Lines, I'm going to be sharing my proven formula for increasing your open rates. So you've probably asked this question a lot. I get this all the time from my clients and my students. What's the secret to creating a subject line that gets more people to open my email? So here's my answer. I have this formula, and it's this secret formula that I've come up with that's going to help you get started with creating a subject line that gets more opens and has more people engaging in your content. So 35% of email recipients open emails based on the subject line alone. That is huge. So whether they know who you are or not, or are expecting your email, or know that they want to hear more from you, potentially it's the subject line that is going to determine whether they click open or just leave it in their inbox to collect dust and never be read. So subject lines are like a headline for an article. They're your one chance to hook your subscriber to get them to open your email. So this is your one chance to get that little hook and get them to open. So some of the best practices are to write a few subject lines before deciding on the best one. Hands up if you have ever just gone into your email service provider and just typed in whatever came to the top of your head before you started crafting an email newsletter. Yeah, I know I have. But I would recommend you write down 5 to 10 and really make sure that there's something that is going to capture the attention in a busy inbox. So the perfect length is 6 words, but the maximum is 60 characters. Use power words to create emotion. If you don't know what power words are, or you're a little unfamiliar, then I have a whole slide later on in this presentation all about power words. So this is going to be a really nice snapshot for you to take away that you can use in your next email newsletter. You also want to create FOMO, or a sense of urgency, and think of your subject line as a hook, not a summary. The amount of times I see, businesses just having this summary of what's included in that email, unfortunately, it's not going to get the attention that it deserves. So I've got 10 different tips for more clicks, and in each of these tips I have some examples for you so you can get a really good understanding of what I'm meaning for how to get more opens from your email. So the first one is add emojis that are relevant to get cut through. So 56% of brands using an emoji in their subject lines had a higher open rate. That is huge. So if you want to get more opens just by adding an emoji, that may be just a little trigger to help boost your open rates. So here are some examples for you. Using emojis that are relevant to your niche, relevant to your product, relevant to your service, relevant to your business are key. If there's particular colors you like to use those, and just keep it really simple. Don't overcomplicate it with a whole lot of emojis. One is probably enough. However, you can see in this first example they've used 2 because it is a particularly long subject line. But yeah, emojis are a great one. Use negative words like no, stop, avoid, or without. So the cool thing about this is most subject lines don't include negative words. They're all about the positive words, like do this and do this to do this, or here's our 10 best products or best this, whereas negative words are going to stand out in a crowded inbox. So never post it on Instagram every day without ads, and avoid. Like, these are things that are going to get that cut through in the inbox. Add numbers to indicate value. So when you have a number in your subject line, it's showing your subscriber that this email is full of value. People love lists, love listicles, if you've heard of that phrase. This is a common term for blog articles that come in list format. 10 ideas for this, 10 steps to this, 10 strategies for this. Those are going to get really great click-through compared to something without that listicle format. This obviously determines the way that your email newsletter will be written as well, but I think it's a really nice one to add into the mix. Some examples for you. Ask questions or use quotes to draw your subscribers in. So adding this punctuation, whether it be quote marks or question marks, or even exclamation marks for that matter, just include one exclamation mark if you're going to do it, because otherwise you could be triggered by the spam filter. But adding those punctuations add something different in the inbox. They're going to stand out. And the cool thing about this as well is you're asking a question to your ideal client. You're drawing them in. You're using maybe a quote that you've heard your students use many times before. Maybe you are asking a question that they've asked you many times before, or your subscribers or your audience, your customers and clients. So that's a really nice one to try out. Personalize with first name or calling out a group in your list. So when you're collecting email addresses, you should be collecting the first name of your subscribers. To be honest, last names don't matter. I would not probably collect them because people feel like that's more of an invasion of privacy, and they might be less likely to join your list, but definitely get their first name. This is cool because it means that you can add that personalization to your subject line. And when someone has my name in their subject line, I'm so much more drawn to those emails in my inbox because not many of them have it. So these are just some examples for you. Also, you could call out a specific group in your list. So as you can see at the end is the attention all manifesting generators, but you could have attention whatever particular segment you want to specifically target that email to, whether it be to homeowners or to dog lovers or pizza lovers or professionals or singles or whoever it is that you're wanting to call out in that segment. The other cool thing about this one is you can then segment your list based on who opened that email. So you could add a tag to that person's email to say that they are interested in that particular topic, which means that you can send more relevant content in the future. Random or bizarre words to build curiosity. So something that makes them go, oh, what is this going to be about? I don't quite understand. Something that is going to create cut through and make them go, I need to find out more about what they're sort of talking about. So these are some nice examples for you. Keep things simple. Like literally you can have a word or two in your subject line, maybe add some emojis. The last one, Sunday, is for breakfast and coffee. So if you're a restaurant or a cafe, that might be a great one for you. And by just keeping it simple, it means that you're making it really short. If you add an emoji, it's going to have that cut through again. So you're doubling up, and it can create some intrigue as well. Leveraging shock factor to build intrigue. So making it seem like something dramatic is happening in your business, whether it be that you're closing or you're canceling something or you're stopping something or you have an opinion about something that is left of center, or that they're going to miss out. create that shock factor. Use a case study to prove your product or service. So anything that you can use from your ideal clients that, or your clients that you've worked with, or customers that have bought your products or come into your store, you want to use some of those testimonials or things, those transformations that those people have had in your subject line. I find whenever I do this, especially in a sales email about maybe my course or something like that, these see a really high open rate. Probably more than anything else that I do. I find that if I use something that is relevant, like that is a real statistic or real result that one of my clients or my students have seen, those get higher opens. Make a promise of an outcome. So your subscribers want to achieve something. They've joined your list because they want to see some sort of transformation, serve some sort of pain point. Even if you're literally a restaurant or a cafe or a bakery, they're trying to solve the pain point of being hungry or where to go out for dinner. So you want to promise some sort of outcome. You can also focus in on anything that your ideal client has said they've come to you for, what questions they ask, and then provide some sort of promise around that. So as you can see, by week 1, in 8 weeks, that'll actually get eaten. They're the promise of the outcome. Cool. So at the start of this presentation, I was talking about this elusive subject line formula. Well, this is it. You don't have to use this every time. This is just if you're getting started or if you're wanting to up-level your email newsletters, this is a great place to start. If you can start crafting newsletters that are created using this formula, you will start to see higher open rates straight away. So a number or power word. Power words I will be touching on in a minute, like I said, an adjective, a keyword, and a promise. So here are some examples for you. So I just wanted to show you a bit of a before and after so you can see how this sort of formula works. So dinner ideas for your family, that might be your subject line. So 10 simple dinner ideas your kids will love. You're creating that promise, you've got those adjectives, you've got those power words, you've got that number, but you've also got a power word as well. Simple is a power word in there. Instagram content ideas for your business. Uncover irresistible content ideas to boost engagement. Take better photos on your iPhone. How to take stunning photos with just your iPhone. So even if you're a photographer and you actually do photo shoots with your clients in person, offering them some sort of value around how they can, take better photos on their iPhone, that's going to get them one step closer to booking in a photo shoot with you, because they'll realize that their photos aren't quite as good as the photos that you are taking in your photo shoots, but also it means that they can take some beautiful photos, just in their daily life. Yoga poses to help you sleep better. Discover this daily yoga routine to improve sleep. And the strategy to scale your business. Get the insider strategy to grow your business without more work. So you're creating that promise. You've got that power word, which is the shh. It's a sound, which is a really great one. And insider strategy, that's something that's really exciting to that ideal client or that subscriber. So here are some power words or phrases that I really like to use that I recommend to my students. So I would recommend just snapshotting this screen because this is something you can come back to again and again and again. I think, these are a really great starting point if you're wanting to use that formula and pair it with these power words. You'll start seeing opens increase straight away. But wait, what about the preview text? The preview text is that supporting piece of text to your subject line. So it's 40 to 130 characters long. Generally, I keep it a lot shorter than 130, probably closer to the 40 mark, or even less from that matter. It shares additional information when written well and can increase your open rate. So it's that little piece of text that supports that subject line. It doesn't mean it's just a summary and it doesn't mean you just copy and paste what your subject line was. So some best practices, include a call to action. So you could say read, click, open, view, to get people to actually take action on that. Don't repeat the subject line, instead add details or build curiosity. Follow on from subject line in an effortless way. I'll be showing you an example of what I mean by that in a minute. Don't summarize what's in the email. So here are some examples for you. So something big is coming. In fact, it's extra large. That is a flow on from that subject line, which I think is awesome. My top Easter safety swaps. Keep your little ones safe this Easter. So it's just building a bit more information or a bit more context around that subject line. The simple math that changed my life and the advice that came along with it. Both of those are quite intriguing and spark curiosity because I don't quite know what this email is going to be about, but I think it's a really great one to have that flow-on effect. Your daily online biz booster, open up for today's tip. Again, it's using that call to action, open up, and a secret project I'm working on, get first dibs. So it's creating that call to action as well. So that's it for me for this training. I hope you really enjoyed this one and you got a lot out of it. Please feel free to follow me on Instagram and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you love this one, but that's it for me for today. So until next time, bye for now.
Thank you, Kate. I think you've given everyone the ammunition they need to stop writing ineffective email subject lines. If you'd like more Kate, you can snag her tips on Instagram or watch her trainings on YouTube. We've added links in the class description. As for the bonus content I mentioned, Kate has shared a special download, 1 year of binge-worthy email newsletter ideas. That link's in the class description too. Just think how much easier that's going to make your life. This training is part of PosterMyWall's email marketing education library. We've got an entire collection of trainings and blog posts about email marketing so that you can learn to make sure more of your emails are delivered, put your email marketing metrics to work for you, all kinds of things. So there's a link to the full library, and that is in the class description as well. Finally, we invite you to try out PosterMyWall's email marketing platform. Experience the only platform that lets you design videos and graphics, plus create beautiful email messages, send them, and measure the results. Use promo code EmailPower30 if you'd like 30% off on a subscription to PosterMyWall Premium or Premium Plus or an upgrade. Only our subscribers get access to the full range of our email marketing capabilities. Please share this video with your friends and colleagues who use email marketing to grow their businesses. If you'd like to see more PosterMyWall trainings and demos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.